Yeah, what's up? Showtime here. Welcome to NBA Talk. Off season this time. Um, Former Western Conference championship team. The Oklahoma City Thunder. So let's get into it. Oklahoma City Thunder nearly made the playoffs last year. Just ended up losing the last game. Ended up losing to the New Orleans Pelicans, which the New England's Pelicans ended up taking the 8th spot from them, so they didn't make the playoffs. So apparently they have been busy, a little bit busy. First off, probably the biggest thing that I've seen so far is that the firing of head coach Scott Brooks. It was expected that they were going to end up firing him. I still don't believe they should have fired him. But sometimes you need a new change, regardless of how much you like this guy, how much he meant to the team. Sometimes you have to go do a change, and this happens to be that change. They ended up picking up a college head coach. I don't remember what college he was in. Billy Donovan. I hope I pronounced his last name right, but it's Billy Donovan. Picked him up, so he's going to be the new head coach, a rookie head coach for the NBA. Has no NBA experience. And that's pretty much the biggest thing. There's a lot of there's not much of who in the free agency they picked up. They ended up getting a draft pick, first round, 14th overall, of the name of Cameron Payne, a guard. That's not much into it. And they just picked up this guy. I don't even know who he is. Josh Heritis. 4 years, 5.8 million. I don't know who the hell this guy is, but obviously for a reason, I don't know. Like, they were able to retain Enes Kanter, but ended up forking up a lot of money, more than they should have. This center ended up getting 5 million. I mean, not 5 million, of course not. 70 million over 5 years, due to an offer sheet created by the Trailblazers. Remember, the Trailblazers pretty much offered Enes Kanter 70 million 5 years, and of course Enes Kanter is a restricted free agent, so the Thunder was able to match that more than they should have, but Trailblazers put them on the table. Imagine if it was 100 million. Like, oh boy, this guy, he played very, very well, more than he ever done in the past couple of years in Utah Jazz after being traded to the Thunder earlier last season. He's been a big help with the losses of many people, like when Kevin Durant went down, a couple of centers went down. Let's see, when Kendrick Perkins was traded. I don't know if it was, it was this year. Kendrick Perkins was traded earlier this season. Actually, I think they bought his contract. And then it ended up having Kendrick Perkins being picked up by the Cavaliers. Of course, going all the way to the NBA Finals, which they ended up losing to the Warriors. Now he's a free agent, and he ended up going to the New England Pelicans. So I don't know. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for Perkins. They ended up trading a lot of other players, like Jeremy Lamb, who's been pretty much a prospect for the past couple of years. Did not meet up to his potential. He showed signs of it, but nothing major. So they ended up trading him to Charlotte Hornets. And they ended up trading another player, Perry Jones, third, who actually played pretty well earlier this season when Kevin Durant was gone. He ended up being traded to Boston. Um, Other than that, Kyle Singler, a forward who pretty much replaced Kevin Durant for the small forward spot. 5 years, 25 million, staying in Oklahoma City Thunder. So this is who they have so far. So pretty much they have a whole bunch of players waiting at. They have DJ Augustine coming up the backup Westbrook. They have Steve Adams at the center. We don't. That's the thing. I don't know if it's gonna be Steve Adams or it's gonna be Enes Kanter who's gonna take the starting 5 spot. We know Serge Ibaka is definitely the 4 spot power forward. We have Mitch McGurry coming backing him up, who's played very well coming out of D League. And this guy, he showed very good promise. We have Anthony Monroe, who's backing up the just acquired from that last season, Dion Waiters. These two sharpshooters giving you athleticism from Dion Waiters. Anthony Monroe playing heavy, great 3-point shooting. Like, this guy was very versatile. He pretty much revived his career. Well, I wouldn't say revived his career. Ever since he got picked up ever since New Orleans, like, this guy has been the guy for them. You have Kevin Durant backed up by, of course, Kyle Singler. And now you have this new point guard and Cameron Payne from the draft. I'm hoping they could end up using Steve Novak. Hopefully that. You have Andre Robertson, Nick Collison, the fan favorite, the heart soul of the Thunder, who's been there since the beginning. Pretty much they have a squad. They have a legitimate Western Conference championship team. I would even put them as a NBA championship team. They have a squad. They have a legitimate squad. The only thing different, there's only a few, I would say 2 things majorly that needs to be addressed before you could actually put them over as a championship team. First off is the health. Because Kevin Durant just coming off his knee injury. No, not knee injury, foot injury. He says that he's healthy now, that he's 100% over the summer, that he's ready to go, and that apparently he's doing the USA mini camp too. Seems like he's ready to go. And remember, this guy averaged 25 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, or 4 or 5 assists in only 26 games of last season. That is beast. And I would have put him as an MVP candidate. He might as well have been the MVP if he was healthy the whole entire season. And we also have to look at Russell Westbrook. He was not healthy last season in the beginning of the season, and then he went on an extreme tear. So he has a lot to. He is hungry. He showed that this guy is coming. He is the most vicious NBA player today, and he's gonna have a huge role in this team, even more than he has over the past couple of years. Let's not also forget Serge Ibaka has not been healthy as well. He's been missing games. He missed quite a number of games this year. And if we get him healthy, Westbrook healthy, Kevin Durant healthy, and then we have Enes Kanter, we have Dion Waiters, we have Anthony Monroe, DJ Augustine, who's played very well as a backup, Nick Collison, Mitch McGrady, who's a good upside. It's like this is a squad. I know this is too early. This is my early prediction of, and I see them in the Western Conference Finals, either facing the Spurs or the Warriors. Either of those two. They are going to be in the Western Conference Finals and possibly be in the NBA Finals. But this also goes into number 2 of what I'm trying to talk about is the head coach. This guy has never played, who's never coached on the NBA level. So hopefully Billy, head coach Billy, can actually do something big for them. I don't really think he's going to be needed. I think he's going to end up being like a David Blatt for the Cavaliers. It's like he's going to be a novice. He's going to be in the background. He's not going to do anything major. It's going to be all up to Kevin Durant and Westbrook. They're going to carry this team to greatness. So that's pretty much it for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Next up is going to be a surprising team that no one's really talking about. Is the Sacramento Kings. And we're going to talk about the fall of the Trailblazers. So next up, Sacramento Kings, then Trailblazers. So catch you later.